Welcome to a brand new edition of Tempo's Cross Caribbean Countdown, where of course you know we count down the top 10 hottest videos from across the region and quite frankly around the world. And we always give you of course 2 bonuses and of course a little throwback. I know you're probably wondering, where is Jlova now? Well, I am in the beautiful island of Barbados. Cross Caribbean Countdown family, it is your girl Jlova, and I am here, of course, on the island of Barbados, the beautiful 246, and I'm here with the man they call Trevor Pretty.
How you doing, man?
Listen, how I'm doing? Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy. I'm just really happy, man.
Listen, your event, this Belief Showcase, has been amazing.
Thank you so much.
Talk to me a little bit about the artist that I'm going to interview, of course, in the next segments, but about the performances tonight.
The 3 artists that performed tonight were 3 artists that we found, 2 from the Caribbean and 2 while visiting another island. And we brought them back to Barbados and developed them. Our company is an independent record label, music and publishing company, and our whole focus is to discover talent in the Caribbean and export it to the world, but then bring it back to the Caribbean to create the visuals for export, and also make sure we maintain hiring at least 50% of Caribbean talent.
Absolutely.
So the money stays in the Caribbean.
Right, which is of course so important, right? The money, the talent emulates from here, stays in here, gets recycled in here. Talk to me a little bit about where you started in the music industry.
I started as a dancer first. I went to the Alvin Ailey School for Dance, and I did some backing dancing for some famous American celebrities and Canadian stars, and then
like who?
Like I've did some with Destiny Child, Rihanna.
They're not just some of the amazing; they are the amazing.
Yeah, the most amazing would be Rihanna. Like she grew up next door to me, and when she got her deal, she gave me her music and asked me to choreograph her stuff for her, and that was amazing. She's very humble still. We're extremely proud of her, and she's the inspiration to even all of my artists. She is the queen of the world as far as we're concerned. I got involved in artist development through a mentor that I had who worked at Sony, and 3 years ago I started a label, and at first it was only going to develop and sign Bajan talent, but then that was not really a very broad right. So then we just started doing Caribbean talent, and we come across a lot of amazing people. Like, even like 2 years ago, and then a black man came here. We had a development session with her before Workout came out. Naila, Trinidad. Yeah, my dad is from Chaguanas. My dad is Trinidadian. So I'm from
Chaguanas.
You met my sister.
How we both Sagis, okay? We both from Chaguanas. Like, what's happening?
I don't know. You might be a pretend. Don't tell me. So we were lucky enough to even met her, but she was working on her pop stuff at the time, and we will always bring labels and celebrities and magazines down, and Billboard will come and see what we're doing as we're developing the brand. And tonight was just a combination of all that work. Now we got our first artist, and she's from Curacao. And she's amazing.
We spoke to her, Black Haze, such a humble and talented individual, and of course repping for Curacao, Suriname. And she said, well, I can't forget Barbados because I've been living here for a year. Yeah,
she lived here for 1 year. Like, we brought her here, we developed her here, and she's amazing. Like, she's singer-songwriter, she wrote all her music. She's inspired by a lot of the old school women who came before her. Like, she did like a lot of studying. Like, the process was not just gonna put some records out.
Right.
She don't listen to what's happening on the radio. She went and studied like Nadine Sutherland and Diana King and Marcia Griffith. And then Foundation. And then she started to write her EP, which is called Glamour Girls, and that's what they used to call the girls in the 90s. So she was like, I want to do a 90s dancehall mixtape, and we did it.
She has that feeling. She has that vibe. Talk to me a little bit about some of the other artists on the showcase.
Well, Ari met Ari in Kingston, but she's from Cuba. I was on my way back from Havana when I met her, and Ari is a firecracker.
She sure is. She reminds me of Celia Cruz.
Celia Cruz, Angelina Jolie and Marilyn Monroe had a daughter, it will be Ari Lopez. She has those personalities. Like, she's a very big into film and fashion. She's only 22 years old, but her knowledge in it is amazing. But she also wants to rep for the Caribbean really hard from all different angles. I met some. It's been refreshing to meet artists who are not really. They're not Americanized in their thinking, but they have a global perspective. Means that they know that there's a place for them in the global market, but they're not trying to be like anyone else. And they're happy to shoot videos here. They're happy to like celebrate their roots. They're happy to employ their people. And that's, pretty boy worldwide is the most of the Caribbean. So that's what we do.
said it's the Motown of the Caribbean. Okay, he's absolutely right. You know, I love that. You know, when I talk to the artists, I'm definitely going to talk to them and ask them about their Caribbean perspective. But even seeing them on stage, they were very much into that Caribbean vibe, repping who they were. And you know, most of the big artists right now, the Cardi B, the Nicki Minaj, the Rihannas, are from the Caribbean.
Yeah, and then the ones who are not from the Caribbean, we got people like Drake who comes, and I don't think that this is a really,
lovers of Caribbean.
It's a crazy conversation, but they're strange enough. They appropriate the culture and they make finance for themselves. And I mean, there are times I've been to Caribbean artists saying, you know, we should do this sample, that sample, and they tell me no.
Right.
But these girls, it was almost like, even the rapper, even Brielle, even though he grew up in Texas and he has Caribbean heritage, like maybe he started recording, he was like, I need his second project is called Black Rabbit. And it's a dancehall reggae EP.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Black Rabbit. So like, I don't think that I think people think that it's going to be saturated. It's not. They got a million trap rappers singing crap. Absolutely. Imagine if you had like a girl or a guy from every island representing on top of the chart. We could hold 10 spots. That's our perspective. So we coming.
Pretty Boy Records.
Coming hard, coming strong. This deal's the first of many. We're about to destroy the world of music, one artist at a time. So.
And right here on Tempo, you got the exclusive.
Well, first of all, that's the other thing. Like, the reason why we invited Tempo to this event is because the first time I saw Samantha Jones, I saw Angelique Sabrina was on Tempo. So while I'm in meetings and everyone's asking me, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, no matter what we're doing, we're launching the first videos always on Tempo.
Absolutely.
Like, you have to bring the artists back home and let the people see who's rapping for them next, in my opinion. And if you there's a weird thing where artists do the Caribbean, they get American deals or European deals, and then they don't tour the Caribbean. Like, how does that even make sense? Like, we should be a stop on every major tour. At least 4 to 5 islands should be a stop. And this is so. Seeing as they're not doing it, we're gonna make sure it's done.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna pioneer. Yeah. We love it. The synergy for Pretty Boy Records, and of course Tempo is right here, and of course in the 246, honey. And we are live, of course, in Barbados at the Mount Gay Distillery. All right, one of the best rums in the entire world. Jlova says so. When we come back from the Cross Caribbean Countdown, let's check out some more performances and talk to some of these artists and find out what's happening. Cross Caribbean Countdown, it is your girl Jlova, and I'm sitting here with one of the artists from the Showcase Believe Tonight. Brielle, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I am so well. Now, Brielle, listen. You came on stage and your vibe was really low key, but once you opened your mouth, it was like boom.
Well, I try to let the art speak through me. So I try to come calm on stage as just a vessel, and I come just to release it. The expression.
Well, you definitely unleashed it. I had several favorite parts, but one of my favorite parts was when you guys started to do that song from like back in the 90s.
Oh, tell me from Groove Theory. That's a sample from Groove Theory, which is one of the best groups ever, actually.
The best, and one of the best songs ever.
Because everybody knows it, right? You knew it.
I knew it.
I saw you up
but
too.
I was like, yes, that's my jam. So like bringing that in was truly a vibe to kind of capture the people. What would you categorize your genre of music as?
I would say it's hip hop with a touch of poetry, and
yeah.
It's a touch of poetry, but it still has elements of R&B, of course, the tempo wise, and all of those other things. So it's got a nice splash of a lot of things, but the history is definitely 90s hip hop.
Yeah, 90s hip hop has been so influential, of course, in creating hip hop music now as a foundation, but also because of the storytelling capacity. What is the story that you're telling?
In which song?
In your music in general.
Well, I tell real life experiences about my real life emotions. So the story is my emotions, and I express them in song or through song.
Yeah, I love the fact that you were able to really capture and engage the audience. This is a Caribbean audience, but we love a diversity of music, and you definitely brought that diversity. How has it been working with Trevor and Pretty Boy Records?
It's been if I had to use one word for it, I would say it's been enlightening. Because as soon as I touched down in Barbados, I just been learning, and I've been growing, learning so much music, experiencing so many different things like the beach, invasion culture. So it's been a real eye-opening experience and enlightening.
Now let me ask a question. How, because you said that you're from Texas, in the U.S., how will this experience now coming back? I know you told me your great grandmother is from Barbados,
Right.
but how is this experience going, or rather, if this experience will influence your music?
How will it influence my
Yeah.
music? Well, it's a funny question because my next mixtape is actually reggae dancehall inspired, so it's already influenced my music.
Yes.
So I think that the sound and the culture and just everything that Barbados has to offer has already influenced my music so much, and that's why we chose to do Night Nurse, because when we were here, we heard it
Yes.
on the radio, and we
Yeah.
was like, can we get the sample clip?
It's a very popular song.
Right. So I think it already has influenced my music, and I've already dived into like the back history of my heritage.
Yes.
And it just feels like home, so I'm just
Yes.
excited to work on my next new project, which is called Black Rabbit.
I love it. Listen, of course you heard it right here on Tempo. This artist is about to take off. In 5 years, when I talk to you, what are we going to be talking about?
We're gonna be talking about how I gave other rappers or hip hop artists outlets to express themselves in an honest way. Because hip hop, as me and you know it, because you said you was from Jersey, right?
Yeah. Actually, I was born in Harlem. Shout out to Harlem.
Shout out Harlem. But I think the U.S. has a great hip hop platform, and it's where hip hop comes from. It's where it originates from.
Yes.
But I think it's gone to a very I don't want to say a dark place. It's gone to more of a trending type of place.
Yes.
And it's gone to more of a sound type of place instead of a feeling.
Right.
So hopefully in 5 years I'll be able to tell you that I've created, or I've helped create other artists to create more music in hip hop specifically that has more feeling into it.
And that can last generations and generations.
Right.
Like we're still singing Biggie right now, even
I sing
from
Biggie
the
every
90s.
night.
Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie,
Give me one more chance.
Oh, the vibe is right, and of course it's right here in Barbados. Listen, we are looking forward to these guys bringing the tempo and moving the tempo forward. And of course, tempo is going to bring all that action. Up next, we're going to talk to the girl of the night, Miss Blackhead. Stay tuned.
Listen, y'all. I'm not the one, never been the two, never been the type to do something I don't wanna do. Check my car facts, cause I don't backtrack, and I stay smooth just like cognac. And my time to come back, I'm hoping we can fall back, cause you can't contact me emotionally. I hit you with the good, yes, swing, and leave you blushing. And listen, I am nothing to play with, easy to dismiss. Me some distance, I am a present, but this is not Christmas. Who gave you permission to love me? Don't go no deeper, cause this could get ugly. Even if I'm ugly on the inside, I still feel like I need a disguise. And that's when I got to say goodbye. I can't do it. I can't do it. Say what? Anything?
This is Brielle Monroe, and you are tuned in to Tempo, the only place where the rhymes go right.
It is your girl Jlova, and we are live right here in Barbados. And let me tell you something, the women in Barbados are sexy. Look at my girl. Yes, Floss and honey with the glow in the dark. Ari Lopez, how you doing, darling?
I'm so good right now.
Yes. Now listen, welcome to our audience, Tempo family.
Hi, Tempo fam.
Yes, we're introducing you to, listen, brand new, fresh out of Jamaica, but my girl is actually from Santiago, Cuba.
You know, that's a mix. That's double the crazy, double the fun.
You already know. And I mean, you are so beautiful, but
Thank
your
you.
voice
Oh, thanks.
is really amazing.
Thank you. Don't give me compliments. I don't know what to do with them.
Girl, take it and run and grow, because so when you came on stage, you had such pressure, and of course the B-roll will show that footage. But with Trevor, actually, who organized it, Trevor is the head of Pretty Boy Records, which you were signed to, right here in the 246 Barbados, was talking about how you were singing some real depressing Alanis Morissette music.
Yes.
What was going on?
Well, I just grew up in a very up and down household, and we're a middle class family, so you're not rich, you're not poor, you don't know when you have food, and you don't know when you do.
Got it.
And it was just very unstable, so I poured it out all into my music. I started writing songs when I was 11. My dad is a violin player, so he taught me violin, piano, guitar. So I've just been pouring my emotions into my music for a long time.
Yes.
But when I met Trevor, he was like, girl, this don't sell. And plus, you have such a vibe.
Exactly.
You're so much
it doesn't
fun.
go with your vibe and your energy.
Exactly. You're so much fun. You're talkative. You're loud. Let's make some music to match that.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we did.
Well, listen, so you came on stage and, with all your glory in the neon, and the vibe was so awesome.
Thank you.
Talk to me about when I talk to you in about 5 years from now, where would you be?
Hopefully, we're at the Grammys, girl.
And are you going to be waving that Caribbean flag?
Always. I mean, for me, I'm both from a Spanish colony and an English colony. Thank you colonizers. And just being able to put those things together and be able to shove it into people's faces. That's all I want, to represent to the loudest that I am a girl from the tropics. That's all I care about.
Yes. Listen, I love it. Cross Caribbean Countdown family, I have brought you a treat today. The girl is Ari Lopez, straight out, of course, from Jamaica by way of Cuba. You better do it, girl.
Trust me.
Okay? Look at her.
All the time, I forget, like I'm blind, girl. Really wanna get you, and I wanna get you, and I wanna get you. I really wanna get you tonight.
What's up? It's your international chica mala, Ari Lopez, and you're watching Tempo.
Family, it is your girl Jlova, and I am standing next to the beautiful Black Haze.
Hi.
Now, Black Haze is from Curacao and Suriname.
Yes, my dad is from Suriname. My mom was born in Curacao, but her parents are from Suriname.
Wow. So listen, Suriname, there's a girl right here, okay? Now, you are the headliner for the showcase tonight at this Believe Showcase right here in Barbados, because you have just been signed to an international record label called Believe.
I'm so happy, like, you don't even know.
Yes. So now talk to me a little bit, because I wouldn't do people justice if I didn't talk about what that process was. What was that process for you?
Well, at first I was just in Curacao making papiamento music and Dutch music, because in Curacao we speak both languages, And then Trevor, he knew one of my friends, and he showed him our music, and then he was like, whoa, he flew over to Curacao with Paul, and then he got to know me for like a month, and then he signed me. I made my first song in English, and he was like, yes.
Amazing. Now, we got a chance to see you perform. Now, before we start, who is your outfit designed by?
Kalori. Killer Pieces by Kalori. Yeah.
Of course. From, of course, the 246. Your performance was really amazing. How would you, if you had to categorize your music, what would you categorize it as?
Island pop, reggae, dancehall. I just, want to represent the Caribbean. So, yeah.
We love that. We love people who just want to be who they are and show the Caribbean that we are so diverse. What was it? How has it been working with Trevor and Pretty Boy Music?
Amazing. Like, I got shelled a lot, which taught me a lot how to be better. He developed me, so I'm forever grateful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, how long have you been an artist?
Well, since I was a little kid, I wanted to be an artist. The first time I sang, I couldn't even talk. I was in church up front like, mom, just,
Just singing along with the vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think when I was about 17, I started, when I was 13, I started writing my own songs. And 17, 18, I was like, okay, now I'm going to do it serious.
Right. So talk to me about, when I talk to you in 5 years from now, where are you going to be?
Well, I want to have #1 hits on Billboard. I want to get awards like Grammys and stuff. You always got to aim high.
Aim high. Correct. And of course, will you be flying that Caribbean flag?
Yes, exactly. Always.
Yes, always fly the Caribbean flag. Thank you so much. Your performance was amazing. And of course, our family is going to be able to see that. And the Suriname family, that's your girl right there. Cross Caribbean Countdown team, Barbados has been amazing. And of course, this is your headliner right here, Black Haze, live from the Mount Gay Distillery.
Hi, I'm Black Haze. I'm repping Curacao, Barbados, and Suriname, and this is Tempo. Why you standing over him now, you gal? You think you're smooth now, you think you the man. Leave me alone, boy, I got bigger plans. Listen carefully, you better understand, boy.
It's too good to be true, yeah.